And a video has emerged showing the New Orleans attack. There's a security camera footage of the attack that took place in New Orleans. The video showing the truck speeding into the crowd. And this is a video that's gone completely viral on social media. This truck was a Tesla truck, which this is a truck that in that New Orleans video in which 15 people have died and 35 others were injured in this attack that took place in New Orleans.
I'm not going to comment until I speak to the group later. I've spoken to every member of the agency, from the CIA to our national security team, to our FBI, NSC, and we're gathering all the. And I spent a lot of time with the government, with the mayor.
What was your reaction when you heard what happened?
Well, the reaction was one of anger and frustration.
And to get more on this, we have my colleague Vishal joining us. Vishal, finally that footage that has emerged, this new footage that's gone completely viral of that attack that's taken place in New Orleans, which caused the death of 15 people and 35 others that were injured. Of course, in that truck, there was an ISIS flag that has been found. Of course, this is being called an act of terror. Get us the details that you have for us in terms of, there have been multiple incidents that have been reported on the very first day of the new year in the United States.
So a lot of videos are coming in at the moment. There had been videos that suggested that people were injured. There were some really bad injuries. There were some really graphic videos that were constantly shared on social media. Those visuals can't possibly be seen, can't possibly be displayed on our screens, but there have been many visuals that suggest that people were mowed down mercilessly. A lot of people had really grievous injuries. They were just, waiting to be, dead. So the injuries were so bad that some people had, twisted their arms in a very unconventional manner, and it was all over the internet for a while now. Now these videos have also emerged that the truck is going through the crowd and plowing down people mercilessly. And the latest is that the authorities are investigating whether what's the exact location of the guy who's responsible for this whole incident, where he stayed. He possibly lived in Texas. He grew up in Texas, and he worked for an MNC and also went on to serve in the U.S. Army. So there are a lot of details that have emerged. At the moment, the authorities are also investigating whether or not the incident is tied with the Las Vegas incident involving the Cybertruck explosion. So there are various angles to be covered here. So all of that will come in the next few hours when the U.S. wakes up. As far as the latest reports are concerned, 15 people are confirmed dead and over 30 people are injured at the moment.
Right, and of course the authorities that are investigating the matter are saying that it doesn't seem like it was a person who has conducted this on his own, that there were more people involved. There was a flag that was found inside, and of course Donald Trump there saying that, the danger that comes from people who come from outside, and he's spoken about that they're far more dangerous than the people who live within the country. To get us details of the person who has been shot down in this incident, the man behind the wheels.
Yes, so the man has been identified so far as a 42-year-old who grew up in Texas, and he served in the army in Afghanistan. He was not in a combative role there. He was reportedly in a technical role there, but nonetheless he served there. He's a war veteran, and as I mentioned earlier, he has worked for an MNC, particularly Deloitte. And some reports have also quoted Deloitte representative as saying that he indeed worked for the company. So that's a confirmation on that. And several other details are also emerging. As you mentioned, the ISIS flag was reportedly found from the site, from inside the truck, which was used to mow down those people. And there have been reports that say that actually Biden on the record said that the FBI had informed him that the perpetrator had uploaded some videos on social media, showing his appreciation and support for ISIS, the terrorist group, and sort of indicated that he was planning this. So all of that details are emerging, and authorities are constantly tracking these things as we speak. So far, as I mentioned earlier, 15 people have been killed and more than 30 have sustained injuries.
Right, Vishal, this is a very crowded, very buzzing street, the Bourbon Street, where this has taken place. Get us details of what was really happening, what time did this incident take place, and of course people out and about on the first very day of the new year in order to celebrate the beginning of 2025 that led to such a huge tragedy. And of course this is not just one of incident that's taken place in the United States, multiple incidents are being reported.
That is correct. So as it was the first day of the year, people were going about their lives, trying to celebrate. It's a day of inspiration and resolution. People strive to do. People make a list of the things they want to do for the whole year. All of that was disrupted when this perpetrator mowed down so many people. And you can see in the videos that it was a very crowded area. He didn't really have to swerve his way around to kill people. He just mindlessly mowed down many people, and 15 as a result died, and more than 30 have been injured. So far that's what we have. But as far as the authorities are concerned, as I mentioned, the security apparatus of the U.S., they are all trying to explore what's the intent, what's the exact motive behind this attack, whether or not this guy was actually supported by the ISIS group, or he was just inspired by the ISIS group. So those are the two different angles that the authorities would be trying to explore. So that's the angle that will probably come up in the next 7 to 8 hours when the US actually wakes up.
Right, thank you so much, Vishal. And this was followed by another attack that took place not just in New Orleans, but an attack that took place outside a Trump hotel in Vegas, followed by an attack where 10 people were in fact attacked. They were shot upon in New York City. So multiple attacks coming in from the same very day, the first day of the new year.